big news out of Houston. Russell Westbrook has been traded to Washington for John Wall and a first-round pick, and this is crazy, guys. We knew this would happen. We knew Russ would get traded, and we suspected it was for John Wall, but the fact that it's going down leaves us with so many questions about both organizations and about the West and now the East. So we're going to hop into all of those in today's video. Today we're doing the Washington Wizards outlook. I'm going to wait a little bit on Houston Rockets outlook to see what they do with that roster because James Harden might be next to go. We won't know. But I'm going to get right into this Wizards rebuild. This is amazing to me. I'm going to get into it, but I think this is a perfect fit for Russ. I don't know how much this team can compete, but just walk right along with me. I'm going to get into the projected lineup. Again, I'm not a Washington Wizards insider, so it's not like I really know any of this stuff for sure. This is all opinionated. I'll definitely give you facts where facts are, but I'm also going to make it clear where my opinion is, and then we'll get right into this video. So I'm going to go with the projected lineups. Russell Westbrook at the 1, obviously. We'll have to see what he returns to. I want you guys to keep in mind that with spacing, this man had the best half season of his career in the second half of the season with Houston. Bradley Beal, obviously a bucket getter, averages 30. I promise you, this man will get you buckets on all days of the week. This man is just amazing, and he again can shoot the rock like it's nothing. Rui Hachimura at the 3, another guy that can shoot. He's more of a power forward, so him going to the 3 gets a lot more rebounding for him. And then Davis Bertans, who they paid big money, 5 years, $85 million, to literally stretch the floor. At the starting center, I have Thomas Bryant. He shot 40% from 3. He averaged 14 and 8. Super good player for Russ. So we're going to look at that starting 5, and you're going to say you have Russell Westbrook with literally just surrounded by shooting and a less scoring dominant James Harden. Gorgeous. This team now for sure is going to make a run at those playoffs. Off the bench, you got Ish Smith, Jerome Robinson. A little bit weak in the backcourt there, but then again, your 2 best players are in the backcourt. So you won't really need those minutes too much. Troy Brown Jr., awesome to retain him. Denny Avdija, obviously we saw them draft him. Another player that can really stretch the floor along with Troy Brown. Jerome Robinson's a lights-out guy. And then Mo Wagner, who can super stretch the floor. I was debating whether or not Mo Wagner or Thomas Bryant would start in today's video, but I got Thomas Bryant doing it. But I would not be surprised if Mo started in place of Thomas Bryant because this team can just torch. And this team, other than Ish Smith, if they ran a 9-man, this team is deep. I am actually thoroughly excited to watch this team play. I think that this team, it's difficult to say that they'll squeak into the playoffs with how much the bottom of the East got better. I really think the only teams you can count out of the playoffs in the East is like the Cavs, the Knicks. That could be it. It is pretty difficult to count out a lot of these teams. Like even Charlotte, it's hard to count out. I would say that they're definitely not in, but they would be in the playoff push. I don't think they'd make it, but they would be in the push. Now you got the Wizards with Russ and Beal and a team of shooters, and they're not just only shooters. Like Rui can do a lot. He can develop too. Denny's a rookie, but Mo is developing. Thomas Bryant's a great player to have. Davis Bertans is a great player to have. This team is built well. Obviously, they're not championship contenders unless Russ can return to 30-10. Beal can still average 30, and Rui and Denny show out to be really good young players. Obviously, this team isn't championship contenders, but I am not surprised even a little bit when this team makes the playoffs. Maybe I'll make you guys a playoff bracket, my projected playoff bracket, and what I expect will happen. Because this does get a little bit messy sometimes with how deep the conferences are in the NBA right now. Both conferences are super deep. There's 4 or 5 teams that you can really count out of the playoff race. But again, I know I'm exaggerating this a little bit, but the Wizards are in the playoff race for sure. Here's what I expect from the players individually. Now that we see Russ on the team, you're thinking, Ben, how does Russ perform on this Wizards team? I'm thinking rejuvenate his career. I'm thinking 26, 10, and 8, something close to that. I'm thinking he is back to superstardom. Russell Westbrook, top 3-point guard in the NBA. I think he's going to be number 3 after this season. I think Bradley Beal goes down a little bit in scoring. Then again, you have one of the best facilitators. I'm going to say he averages 27.5, which going down in scoring and then still averaging 27.5, that's ridiculous. Rui, I think he's going to put up a little bit of the same. Bertans is just going to shoot it. Mo and Thomas, I think Thomas probably get less points, obviously. I think maybe 10. But he'll average a double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds. I think this team is built well. I think this team will make the playoffs. You can count me on that. If I'm dead wrong, you come back, you can clip this, and you can show it to me, and I'll be like, I'm sorry, my bad. But right now, I think Russ is going to completely rejuvenate his career. This Wizards team is making the playoffs, and we'll talk about John Wall in a completely different video. So if you want to see that video, make sure you subscribe, you hit the notification bell so you see every single video, and you comment down below that you want the Rockets next, because I will provide for you if you do that. I'll see you guys in the next one. Sorry for the short video, but I needed to get this out there after this trade. This was awesome. And I'll see you guys in the next one, all right? Peace.